Hello everyone, welcome to your October 2024 astrological forecast. So before I begin, first of all, thank you for all your likes, shares, and comments, but I would also like to ask you to do those very things, like, share, and comment on especially the monthly videos so I can continue to put them out there, okay, so we can get them in circulation, okay, it would really help, okay. So anyway, so for this month, okay, on the 2nd we have a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Libra. So wherever you have Libra in your chart, whatever house it falls in, that house will have like an increase in activity for an extended period of time, okay, for months, whatever. No one really knows how long the effects of an eclipse will last, okay. So anyways, on the 9th, Jupiter in Gemini turns retrograde. Then on the 11th, Pluto in Capricorn turns direct and will finally leave Capricorn, never to re-enter it in our lifetime. Okay, it takes that long to get around the zodiac. So it will be moving into Aquarius next month. Okay, and I will be doing a video on the Pluto in Aquarius. Anyways, on the 13th, Mercury moves into Scorpio. On the 17th, there's a full moon in Aries. And also on the 17th, Venus moves into Sagittarius. And then on the 22nd, the sun moves into Scorpio. So, if you're new to my channel and you like this video, be sure to subscribe. And there's all kinds of links down below in the description box. You can always just email me if you would like to know something about charts that I do or anything else, whatever. Also, check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. So now for your forecast. Hi, Pisces. So, the new moon solar eclipse occurs on the 2nd in Libra, in your 8th house. That's where you have the sign of Libra. 8th house is other people's money and resources. It's shared property and shared debt, like with a partner or anyone, actually. But it is passive money through means other than earning it, such as an inheritance or legacy, legal settlement, insurance payout, refund of some kind. So this, happening here, this new moon, it does bring a new beginning in this area, okay? So if you have even problems with like a creditor or a partner, trying to decide how much you should spend, how much you should save, something like that. You have to remember that you still have Saturn and Neptune in your sign, in your first house. So not a fun combination to begin with, but Saturn does bring restrictions to your life, okay, in some way or other. And this will probably be one of those times when it's regarding money, but not just your money. How you use whatever it is that you share with someone else, or it could actually, be just yours, but there's still something in there where there's another person involved in some way or other, even if it's just like a creditor, okay? So the sun, though, is in Libra up until this point, up until the 22nd. So it is bringing a lot of attention here anyway, okay? But you could also be on like the receiving end at this time, okay? Jupiter is in Gemini in your 4th house of your home, your family, how you were raised, your past, your childhood, all of those things. So Jupiter, wherever it's transiting, brings good fortune. So this could be a time where you do receive some kind of inheritance or a legacy of some kind, or someone possibly leaves you something, and it could be, a family item, or it could be an inheritance from family. It could be from anyone, though, but it could be regarding your home. There could even actually be something new regarding your home, such as, let's say, like property taxes possibly being lowered, or some kind of solution to something like that, or Possibly even, sometimes when Jupiter is in the fourth house, people purchase a new home, so you could possibly be doing that too and finding out from a bank or some other financial institution that, you received the loan or an okay, or the purchase was cleared or something or other, okay? Or you could be selling, something like that. But there's very nice things happening in regards to your home, possibly, and someone else's resources, okay? With Mercury here, too, still, up until the 12th, right? You could have an awful lot of communications at this time in regards to, again, money, creditors, and anything that you may possibly own with someone else, property, okay? Now, there's a full moon in Aries on the 17th in your second house. Second house is earned income and possessions, okay? It's also your house of self-worth, hidden talents, and many, many other things. But a full moon is around, okay, exists to bring something like an issue that's becoming a problem. It brings it to the surface so it can be dealt with and then done away with. So around the 17th, it could be brought to your attention, all this eighth house stuff that I was just talking about. A lot of times, though, it does seem like, I would have to say, it's not necessarily property that you own with someone else. It could be a problem possibly with a creditor. There could be inconsistencies or something that just doesn't make sense. So it's a good idea to go over your statements, both credit cards and bank statements, okay? And that's what that full moon is there for. You might discover something like that, something possibly going on within your finances or property that you may share with someone else, okay? So with Jupiter in Gemini in your fourth house, okay, going retrograde on the 9th, all that does is just help you to review possibly changes that you've already made or wanted to make within your living arrangements, your home, your family even. It doesn't matter. Like Jupiter, two aspects to and from Jupiter, or direct or retrograde Jupiter, is just always a good planet, no matter where it is, okay? It doesn't bring anything, any kind of misfortune. It's always the exact opposite. The only thing it would ever do is possibly have you go overboard in some ways, because Jupiter sees the big picture and it thinks big, 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 okay? So maybe that's, maybe you had plans to do something with your home or wherever it is that you live. And now that you think about it, you think maybe I don't want to spend that money, or maybe we really don't need to knock down this wall, to make room for whatever. It's a pretty big deal, right, doing something like that. And you could also, though, with the fourth house being your past, people could be re-entering your life on and off. Jupiter's here till next year in this area. So during that whole period of time, you could be in touch with, again, people that you grew up with, more or less. It could be anyone from your past, but usually it's people from your childhood, something or other like that. Okay, now with Pluto in Capricorn in your, let's see here, 11th house, turning direct, okay, finally moving out of this area next month, I believe. I forget what the date is. I think it's November 11th. Well, anyways, I've already mentioned it in past videos, but again, I'll be doing a video on Pluto in Aquarius anyway. So, but here, within your group of friends, you were either the dominant person or there was someone else that was the dominant person, okay? Pluto governs power over large groups of people, and sometimes within a group of friends, there's always that one person that sets the tone of the group, kind of, you know. It's not like it's follow the leader or anything. It's just that they take charge in such a way that people just let them do that, you know. And maybe that was something that you could have been a little bit resentful of, because maybe you weren't a follower, you know. Maybe you didn't feel like being a follower, or you had your own ideas about anything, you know, places where you would like to go to hang out, because 11th house is your most sociable house. It is your friends and acquaintances. It's also a group or organization that you might belong to, and your house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. Okay, so, you know, in this area, you know, you may have even belonged to a group or organization and have gained a lot of power within that organization. You know, you could have appointed yourself, or you were appointed to a position where you oversee the organization in some way or other. And it's an awful lot of work, especially with Saturn in your sign. You may have like taken on more than you can handle, or maybe it's just not as much fun as it used to be, or something or other. Okay, but Pluto is moving from here, so you really won't have anybody within your circle of friends. And this is also social media. Okay, this is socializing in person or online. So you won't really have like a powerful person or somebody on a power trip within your group of friends. If you did, they may try to come back, you know, on and off, but they just don't have the same clout or pull or whatever that they did before. So then Mercury on the 13th moves into Scorpio, into your 9th house. That's where you have the sign of Scorpio. 9th house is long distance travel and communications. It's the house of adventure, higher learning, foreign countries, people, languages, legal matters, media and publishing. It's an internet house, okay? So when Mercury enters here, you may be hearing from people, you know, that you haven't heard from in a while, that possibly live at a distance, okay? And it doesn't have to be, you know, like through normal means of communication. You could even run into them on social media somehow, okay? In fact, a lot of people from your past could be re-entering your life in that way, exactly, by sending you friend requests or whatever. But you could get news about possible travel plans, or begin to make some, especially like for the upcoming holidays. If you had plans to go somewhere or other, this would be the time that you would make reservations or something, if that's possible, or purchase tickets. Also, if you were looking to possibly learn something at this time, even if it's just online, on social media, could be one of those do-it-yourself kind of things, especially when the sun moves here on the 22nd. It really picks up. And again, like I've mentioned, with Jupiter in your 4th house of your home and wanting to make some kind of changes or upgrade in some way or other, you could be watching do-it-yourself fixer-upper kind of things on like YouTube or some place or other, or even go into like a Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever hardware store near you, and asking them how to do something within your home, and they'll help you. In fact, I think sometimes if you buy too much of something, because I bought floor tile once, and I always overbuy just in case, but they said, you know, if you don't use this, just bring it back. So you can, you know, kind of you can experiment a little bit. A lot of these places are pretty cooperative with stuff like that. So then Venus moves into Sagittarius, on the 17th in your 10th house. This is where you have the sign of Sagittarius. If you've watched my videos in the past, you'll remember that I always say when Venus is in your own sign, your 1st house or your 10th house, like this is, you should milk it for all you can, because people find you far more appealing at this time than they do at any other time. You could possibly like do no wrong. Okay, so you could be getting an awful lot of attention. Your 10th house is your most public house. It is how the public views and speaks about you publicly. Okay, like even on social media. But if you were a celebrity type person and you were being interviewed for something or other, you would be getting really nice press, really nice coverage at this time. You could also like be, within your career, because this is how you're known by reputation, for your career and also your personal status. Okay. So you could be rubbing elbows with higher ups at this time. Just meeting new contacts, expect to have people compliment you, even a higher up, and it could be someone that like really surprises you because they don't compliment anyone on anything, whatever. But you have nice rapport with your like your associates and whatever at this time. Okay. So then the sun does move into Scorpio, okay, on the 22nd, and your 9th house, where travel plans and being in touch with people who live in another country or at a distance or even on social media, this increases a lot of this interaction with people, okay, communications. So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Pisces on the 13th, 14th, and 15th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Virgo, and those dates are the 26th, 27th, and 28th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The best time for money is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 15th, 16th, 17th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. The best time for your career is the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 31st. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for October. Be sure to check out my my shorts, okay, my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. See ya.